All right. How are you doing today? You are live with Olivia on the 10-minute spark, where we're focused on sparking curiosity, not only in the classrooms, but in schools. I'm Olivia, and welcome to this week's 10-minute spark, your quick dose of insight to help you lead and inspire with more calm, clarity, and curiosity. Now, for months, we've explored how to spark more curiosity in the classrooms because we know curious leaders are powerful learners. But here's the truth: curious leadership matters just as much. And if you're a principal, assistant principal, or district leader, you've probably felt the pressure to always have the answers. But what if leadership wasn't about having all the answers, but asking better questions? That's exactly what we're unpacking in the Spark Circle, my new peer mastermind for women in school leadership. It's about leading differently and not leading alone. So each week, I'll still bring you powerful sparks, whether it's how to lead a more curious team, create calmer classrooms, or have deeper conversations with your staff. And yes, there's always something here for classroom leaders too. So if you are new here, please hit follow so you don't miss this weekly spark. And if today's spark hits home, I want you to check out the Spark Circle. You might be one of the 10 founding members we are calling in before we actually launch it live. Today, I want to talk about something I've learned the hard way. Curiosity isn't a luxury, it's a leadership superpower. We are so obsessed with Marvel, and Superman is out, and Batman, and all of these different people, and we constantly look to others. But I'm telling you, curiosity is a leadership superpower that you can possess, especially for women in education who carry so much of the emotional and strategic weight. So, somewhere along the way, school leaders were told that strong leadership means having all of the answers. But let me ask you this. I want you to think about this for a moment. How many times in the past week have you had to make a decision with incomplete information? How often did someone come to you needing clarity when you barely had a moment to pause and reflect yourself? The truth is, we're surrounded by complexity, and complexity doesn't respond well to certainty. It responds to curiosity. And curiosity isn't passive, it's not indecisive, it's actually an act of strength. Let me give you an example. So, when you pause to ask, what am I really seeing here? What's underneath this behavior? How does this align with our deeper purpose? You shift from reacting to leading. That's the power of the spark method, especially the see the situation and pose the right questions part. It gives you a way to step back from urgency and lead with intention. But here's what I know: it's really, really hard to stay curious when you're isolated. It's hard to be curious when you're by yourself. So many of the women I talk to feel like they're leading alone in rooms where no one is asking questions, just solving the next fire. That's why I created the Spark Circle. It's not a coaching program, it's not another PD, it's a circle, a place where calm, clear, and curious leadership is not only welcomed, it's expected. So, together we ask better questions, we share tools, and we remind each other that we don't have to carry this alone. So, this week's 10-minute spark is very short. I wanted to just open it up that we're making a shift to curious leadership and talking about ways we can pause and we can reflect. So here's your spark this week: don't reach for answers. Olivia, what are you talking about? Don't reach for answers. I want you to reach for better questions. We always talk about how we want our teachers to ask these better questions, higher order questions to students. But as a leader, we also need to model this in our staff meetings, in our interactions with parents, with our communities. And asking better question means you're exercising your superpower. And also, it means you're thinking deeper, you're reflecting, and you're going deeper into your role and what is really needed for this situation. So, if you want to ask better questions and if you need a circle to help you do that, I invite you to join us. Founding member spots are open now, but not for long. And to kind of close this idea of curiosity, I was inspired a week ago. I was listening to a song about the opposite of curiosity. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write a song called Curiosity is Taking Over Me. And I want to share something straight from my heart. I call it my own little anthem I wrote for the curious leader in all of us. It's called Curiosity is Calling Me. And I want you to really listen to this. And I'm actually going to play the whole song for you because I really, really want you to think about how are you going to allow curiosity to be your superpower? That is not a luxury and that is calling out to you so that we're not reaching for better answers. We're reaching out for better questions. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you'll reach out via me and put it in the start circle.
Yeah. Oh. Keep asking why I can't let it die. Used to sit in silence, watch the stars above. Dreaming of answers, not chasing the buzz. No phones, no noise, just the air and sky. Every thought a question, every moment a why. Now the world's so loud, can't hear my soul. Scrolling for meaning in a black hole. But there's a voice off deep inside saying wonder is living, don't let it hide. Calling me, creeping back in, can't hold it down. A spark in me, rising like fire, can't turn it down. Every mystery, every hidden key. Curiosity keeps taking over me. Curiosity, it keeps taking over me. Yeah, yeah. Keep wondering about the possibilities. So many. The world grows quiet 'cause we don't ask why. But I won't let that piece of me die. Curiosity, it set me free. Oh, no longer silent. It's helping me discover me, discover me.
We used to dream, not just consume. Turn the night sky into a living room. Questions dance like sparks in the air. Now it's all noise, but the wonder's still there. I ain't playing numb, I ain't living blind. 'Cause the greatest treasure lives in the mind. Every why that I chase, every truth I find takes me closer to the me I've been trying to find.
No fear of the unknown. No fear, no fear. Every question calls my throne. Every answer, every clue shows me a deeper, truer view. Curiosity, it keeps taking over me. Say it louder now. Endless worlds, endless possibilities. Whatever happened to want to know why? Let's bring it back, let our wonder rise up. Curiosity, no longer silent in me. It's some power in me, helping me be free. Keep asking why I can't let it die. Curiosity, it's alive.
I hope that curiosity can eventually take over you and help you to be the leader you were supposed to be. All right, we'll see you next